You're watching KHQA This Morning. It's your news now.
It is 5:14. Time to check in with our friend Kristen Aguirre, who is out and about in Hannibal this morning.
Yeah, Kristen, what are you up to?
Well, I am here at Nipper Park getting ready to start the Nipper Park Scavenger Hunt. You guys can definitely take advantage of this that they have here in Hannibal Park and Recreations. So coming up throughout the show, I am going to look at these clues and try to finish it. If I do finish it, I get a chocolate prize from Chocolatier Stomp, and if you've ever been there, you know it's delicious. So I'm going to continue to do this. I actually did tweet out some of my questions, so go ahead and check me out on Twitter at Kristen Aguirre and let me know if you have any of these answers.
I saw the list.
I grew up in Hannibal and lived there for 25 years, and I saw the list, and I'm in the same boat as you.
No way.
5:37 is your time. Kristen Aguirre is live this morning in Hannibal.
How's it going, Kristen?
I have one for the lighthouse steps, and that was so popular.
Well, I'm here with Marilyn Richards from the Hannibal Parks and Recreation, and we were just talking about the scavenger hunt. So I've only been in the tri-states for just a few years, so getting to know a little bit Hannibal, I'm still trying to figure out some of these answers. Marilyn, when did you make the scavenger hunt?
I made it this fall. We have one for the lighthouse steps, a scavenger hunt. And Nipper Park is so pretty. You have people out here all the time. You have them walking the path and viewing the river. So we just have kids and everyone. We have college students that come down here whenever they want, and they answer these questions, and they've had a lot of fun with it.
And we were saying that, you know, now it's time for holidays. Families are coming in and spending time together. This is a great way to spend with your family.
Right. I had my kids and their cousins do this on Thanksgiving Day. And these are teenage boys, and they did it as a race, and they had a blast. It took them about 15-20 minutes. But I've also had younger kids do it with their parents. So it's fun. You can do it at any time. You don't have to be here at a certain day or time. It's any time you can want to do it.
And we could just pick these up. Where can we get them?
You can get them at City Hall or at the tourism office or online. It's on our website also.
Mm-hmm. And I was a little nervous that some of these would be a little bit too hard for me, but your guinea pigs were some little ones.
Yes, my guinea pigs were Kristen and Addison Schambacker, and they are under they're under 8, so they did it just fine.
All right, well, if they did it, I can do it. So my first question is, what year was Nipper Park established? Where could that answer be in this shot? Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out some of these answers and come up later in the show. We're going to continue on with the scavenger hunt.
Kristen, look behind you.
And look behind us.
Kristen Aguirre is live in Hannibal. Kristen, how's it going?
You know, I am here in Nipper Park in Hannibal doing the Nipper Park scavenger hunt. Anyone can do this, even you. So I already started the scavenger hunt with you now. Is Marilyn Richards from Hannibal Parks and Recreations. We got our first answer down, which was when Nipper Park was established. And it was, I can't see because of the light.
1931.
1931, there you go. So now our next question is, why is
Who is the rock in memory of in front of the brick sidewalk?
So that is where we are heading to right now. We are heading to this brick sidewalk, and we have our answer, Martha Powers. Okay, so we can get a bunch of our answers just from standing right here. So the next few questions we have are how many light poles are on the path, right? Mm-hmm. And what thought process kind of went into getting these questions ready for the scavenger hunt?
Our motto at Hannibal Parks and Recreation is get up and get active. This is such a beautiful park. I want to give people an excuse to come here. So the questions are all around the park, and it's kind of nice because they're forced to go over there on the other side of it, over by the river. And I really want people to just get out and see what this park is all about. It's a park that's, you know, right at the riverfront. It's been here since 1931. But sometimes people forget about it. So just to get people out and enjoying this park.
And this is definitely making people notice things that they never did before. I've never counted the light posts. So we counted a little bit during the break, and we have 8. And the other question we did was, is the color of the roof on the Fountains Pump House, which is right over there, what color is it? And it's green. I didn't even know there was a pump house here. So I'm going to continue going on with my scavenger hunt and see if I can answer any of these questions, tweet me if you know any of the answer. The next question is swimming and waddling allowed in the fountain? Waiting. So let me know if you know that answer.
My guess is no.
I'm going to guess no in Hannibal this morning.
Yeah, Kristen, what are you up to?
Yep, I am here in Hannibal trying to finish up the Nipper Park scavenger hunt. With me now is Marilyn and Richards from Hannibal Park and Recreations. We already filled out one page. I'm so proud of myself. I'm one step closer to Chad just sent me a text on how to say this correctly. Chocolate Stom. That's the what we get at the end if we finish this. So what answers are we trying to find now?
Well, we're trying to find an answer about this transom nameplate. This the Admiral Robert Kuntz. He was a very famous Hannibalian. And this little plaque tells a lot about him. And so doing this scavenger hunt, you're learning about Hannibal's history. You're learning about some famous people from Hannibal. And, you know, it really forces people to get down to Nipper Park and find out more about Hannibal.
And that's kind of one of the reasons that you went ahead and you kind of started the scavenger hunt too. You kind of wanted people to get involved with the park and learn.
Get up, get active. That's our motto. So it forces you to walk around Nipper Park, learn about all the things we have here. It's just a fun way to get to see a little bit of Hannibal.
Well, you already gave me one of my answers. So one of the questions was, what was Admiral Kuntz's first name? And that was Robert. And now the other question we're trying to answer here is, when was the USS Kuntz a ship whose nameplate is under the flags taken apart and dismantled? And we found that answer.
Right. The answer is 2003.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue to finish up the last questions, and I am going to get that prize.
You go, girl.
Yeah, Chocolate Stom. There we go. Time now.
Chad's getting the rest of his beard shaved. We're going to head over to Kristen Aguirre, who's live this morning in Hannibal. Kristen, how's it going?
Yep, I am here, and we have one more question left on our scavenger hunt. And the question is, how many laps around the Nipper Park path equal a mile? And I think we found our answer. It's right here. 6 laps. Oh yeah, just got to fill it in. What is my prize, Marilyn?
You get a sample of gelato from Chocolaterie Stom. It's a little place down here in downtown Hannibal. It's pretty new this year. They have gelato of every kind. They have all kinds of chocolate. It's delicious. It is a great place. They have coffee, hot chocolate.
Yes. And so it's actually a lot of fun kind of finishing off. And what was your thoughts behind completing the scavenger hunt?
I just love people to come to Nipper Park. It gets the people to walk around our parks, to read a little bit of history of Hannibal. It gets people, our motto is get up and get active, and I just want people to enjoy Hannibal's park.
And so when they win, all they need to do is just show this to Chocolaterie Stom?
They bring it to Mary Glenn Bowman at Chocolaterie Stom, or any of the nice people she works with, and just downtown Hannibal on Main Street. I'm not sure the address.
That's okay.
So, right there.
All right, well, Chocolaterie Stom, when you open your doors, I will be waiting there, waiting to cash in on my prize.
Sounds good, Kristen. Thanks. Well, Doc Holliday.
Kristen Aguirre is live in Hannibal this morning.
Kristen, what are you up to?
I am here finishing up my scavenger hunt. I went ahead and I finished it, got all the clues, and I get Chocolaterie Stom. Yes, I'm so excited about that. I actually saw a ton of Nipper Park that I've never seen before.
Yes, this scavenger hunt makes you read the little plaques. It makes you go count all the benches. It makes you find every bit of Nipper Park and see parts of it and history of Hannibal that you never knew was there before.
And when you're doing this with your family or friends, it's a great time to spend together. And you could also make it like a fun event and race and see who gets the best, wins faster and everything like that. And that's kind of part of your motto, to get up and get active.
Yes, Hannibal Parks and Recreation, we believe in, our motto is get up, get active. We want you to come down to Nipper Park and walk some laps for just for exercise and to see the riverfront. And we have 25 parks in and around Hannibal, and each one of them is beautiful.
And you definitely learned so much about Hannibal. I learned a ton of things just by doing this scavenger hunt. We are actually standing in the area of another event you guys have coming up.
Coming up January 28th, this will be our 3rd year for the Polar Plunge. And we raise money for Special Olympics in Missouri. And right here at the riverfront, people will be jumping in. I've done it. You jump in. The first year, the ice was this thick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you plunge for Special Olympics. It's a lot of fun, and Parks and Recreation helps put it on.
And if people want to do this scavenger hunt or sign up for the Polar Plunge, what can they do?
They can go to our website, hannibalparks.org. The clues are for the scavenger hunts for Nipper Park and for the Lighthouse. They're right on our website.
All right, well, if you're looking for some family fun or just to hang out with some friends, make sure you try the Nipper Park scavenger hunt.
Sounds like fun.